Awesome news, I got the 2001 Ford Ranger back out on the road and is running and driving perfectly fine.
Yep, these are medium rare.
What if somebody wants theirs well done?
We ask them politely yet firmly to leave.
Hey guys, if you guys are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button for me and let's get started. Now, it's been about a week since I tried to fix the Ford Ranger transmission. Long story short, I just brought it to a transmission shop for a rebuild. Now, the shop people, they went ahead, not only did they rebuild my transmission, they also upgraded every single component to be more heavy duty, to be more beefier, and that's pretty awesome of them. Now, in the future, if I decided to change the two-wheel drive configuration to a four-wheel drive, I could definitely do it to a truck just because the transmission is designed to tolerate more torque and more stress. So that's pretty awesome. They also backed me up with a 1-year warranty for the transmission and labor, just in case if the transmission decides to fail for some reason, which I doubt because they told me that the transmission can last me another 20 years the way that they build it, because they honestly build transmission to last, not just to break down again. So these guys are pretty awesome. But yes, right now I'm driving the truck and it runs perfectly fine. Every single component, from the steering component to the suspension to the engine to braking, everything runs and drives the way it should. This car is in perfect condition. It feels like a brand new truck. It feels like something that you just bought from the dealership. That being said, now I'm kind of wondering if I should just flip it and sell it for a big profit, or should I just keep it and have a reliable vehicle for a while. Now, of course, the longer I wait, the more chances I'm giving this vehicle to break down and cause more issues. If I sell it right now, I can easily make a good profit, but if I wait until later, maybe I decide to sell it a year from now and then something happens, like I get a misfire or something like it needs an alternator, or like a check engine light happens, then it's going to be more difficult for me to sell it at that point, especially with the rust. As I mentioned from my previous video, I went ahead and I sandblasted everything and I coated it, so I should stop all the rust, but you never know. We're in New England, so rust is definitely a big factor when it comes to buying and selling cars. So I'm still on the fence here if I either want to keep it or sell it. That being said, since the car is running perfect and the paint, the body, every mechanical piece is working the way it should, I'm just going to go ahead and start detailing the car to make it perfect. Now, the thing I'm going to work on today is the interior. Now, the interior is pretty disgusting. There's a lot of pet hair, a lot of odors, and a lot of stains on the seats. It's pretty gross. I mean, the car is beautiful on the outside and inside the engine and underneath the car, but for some reason the interior is just all ugly and stained. So today I'm gonna go ahead and just clean up the interior. This is my first time using like a water extractor or like a carpet cleaner to clean interior seats. So I got this awesome vacuum I really want to show you guys. I'm just gonna give you my review on it, my thoughts on it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I'll tell you that it doesn't. All right, guys, let's get started. Alright guys, and these are the seats we're going to clean today. You can clearly see how they're all stained, has hair, discolored. I hate this color right here just because it's tan, and then when it gets dirty it looks even more gross. But that's basically it. Over here the armrest is all stained. The whole interior is disgusting. It looks like the lady had a dog. So we're going to go ahead and just clean this. So the unit I'm going to use to clean the seats is this BISSELL Little Green ProHeat. This thing is awesome. Honestly, this is my first time using it, so I haven't filled up water. I didn't put any chemicals yet. Basically, it's pretty simple design. This one right here, you're going to fill up with water. You're going to fill up with ingredients and chemicals. This side right here is where the dirt, mud, and stuff is going to fall into. Basically, you got two set of brushes, the basic one right here and this awesome one right here that basically you get them, but this is mostly like for steps. Basically put it on the edge and you suck up water and you clean up the edges. All right, so I got the water tank here. I filled it up with hot water up to the line. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add the solution. Also, what I love about this is that everything is easily marked and labeled. So you got water and you got the formula, large area. If you're gonna do something small, formula and water over here. And also, over here, I don't think you can see it, but over here it says clean. So this is the clean tank. Also, if you take this one out, it says dirty at the bottom as well, so you can't really mix that up. So we're gonna go ahead and fill it up. So basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this unit, I'm gonna use this handle just to squirt the solution all over the place. And then I'm just gonna use the small drill with the soft brush to agitate the dirt and stuff, and also activate the chemicals and kind of bury it deep into the upholstery, into the fibers, into the fabric. So when we use the water extractor, we can pull the most dirt out of the seat. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray the chemical, the solution, onto the seat. What I love about this little thing is that all you do is press it and it sprays. There's a motor in here, so there's no pump action. You just press the button once and it shoots. All right, so I went ahead and sprayed a lot of solution. I'm gonna let it soak a little bit, let it get inside the fabrics and the fibers, and then I'm gonna agitate it with the brush and the drill. All right, I let it soak for a while. I'm gonna go ahead and just agitate it, and then we're gonna see what comes out. All right, I went ahead and scrubbed it, and I left it alone for a couple of minutes so the chemicals can, you know, take apart all the stains and stuff. So now I'm gonna go ahead and extract the water. If I touch it right now, it's still pretty damn wet and kind of soapy too. So I'm gonna use the extractor, see what happens. All right, guys, we're gonna take a look at the seat. I'm still not done, but I do see some results. There's no more stains. The pattern is nice and clear. There's a bit of stain right here. The camera really sucks and this lighting really sucks. But yeah, there's a little stain right there, but it's still damp. So I'm still gonna do a few more passes. But if you compare it with the other seat over there, that one is still extremely dirty, and I have not touched that one yet. But if you look over here, it's nice and clean. And also, if you look at the extractor here, you can see all the disgusting brown water. All that is dirt right there, disgusting. So yes, this unit does work. Let's see if I can get a, see? So this little unit does work. It does suck up the water, and it does leave a cleaner interior. Now, of course, I bring the car inside because outside it's raining now. It's always when I'm filming, always when I'm filming. The day is beautiful. The moment I turn on the camera, it becomes this. I'm just gonna go ahead and continue cleaning this one, and then I'll move on to the other two. All right, guys, I spent another 30 minutes adding more solution and agitating it and extracting the water. Now, if you take a look at the fabric, it looks pretty damn clean. Sorry, once again, sorry about the bad lighting. It's raining outside, but take a look at the fabric, nice and clean. Now we're gonna compare this one to the one I haven't touched over there. I'm just gonna move the light. All right, now check out the difference. So that was the nice and clean one over there. Check out this nice and dirty one here. I'm not sure if the camera can pick it up, but look at all that stain. You see all that stains right there? Right, you see that line, the black line, all that stain here. This whole place right here is pretty filthy. So I need to clean all this disgusting mess. All right, so it goes to show that this little vacuum does work. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this side now and see what results we get. All right, guys, I went ahead and cleaned both seats and also the center console. It looks nice and clean. I don't see any spots at all. Both seats, those little marks right there are indents. They're not really marks. All right, and if you take a look at this side, the fabric looks nice and clean. I don't see any more of that oil skin marks on the seats. It looks nice and fresh. Also, the smells kind of like Febreze. There's no more dog smell. I tried my best scrubbing it and cleaning it, scrubbing it, passing it up horizontal, vertical multiple times to make sure I get the most water out of the seats, just because I don't want to create mold. But so far it came out good. As I mentioned, the seat is still a little wet because the extractor does not remove all the water. So basically at this point, I'm just gonna get like a terry towel. I'm gonna soak up the seat, just pat it down, make sure I remove all the water as much as I can. And then of course, I'm just gonna let it air dry. Luckily in my garage, right now the temperature is almost like 100 degrees. All right, now what do I think about this machine? This machine was about 100 bucks. I believe is kind of worth it. The water over here warms up. If you look at the condensation, this part, this unit warms it up, so the chemical and the water actually helps dissolve and break down dirt and stuff like that. And if you look over here, you can see all the dirt, disgusting water. This is honestly like mud water. But yeah, this definitely shows that it does work. It does suck up the mud and all that. Now, things I wish could be better. The handle. The handle is flimsy. If you put a lot of pressure on the bottom here, you're gonna snap the head. You want to really hold it like this when cleaning because you want to make sure this whole piece doesn't snap, because if it snaps, then the machine doesn't work. So one thing I hate is this fragile handle. Once again, I think it's because the design is for carpets, so you don't have to apply that much pressure like a car seat. The other thing is I wish the hose was a bit longer. This is okay, I guess, but honestly, I'm just working on a pickup truck. If you have like a van or you have like a big cargo van, you're gonna want something longer just so you don't have to keep moving this around. Another thing is the suction is okay. Once again, it's good for carpets, but as for seats, you kind of want something a bit stronger, something that can pull more. So yes, another thing I'm complaining about is the suction is not as good, but it's way better than other units that I bought earlier. Definitely way better. So I think it is worth the money. For a DIYer like myself, I recommend getting this. This is the best one in the market and it's the cheapest one. So far, as I mentioned, the interior came out pretty good. I definitely recommend that small unit. All right guys, I'm gonna end the video here. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you like the car, give me a thumbs up. I'm still waiting on the foam cannon to come in the mail. Once I get it, I'm gonna make a video on that as I promised. I'm gonna use the Harbor Freight pressure washer with it, and we're gonna make some foam action. Other than that, guys, stay safe. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. See ya. Bye-bye.